Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Nandite Giri Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see the next verse number 24. It's actually 1.5 verse. Sanishchayena yoktavyo
सनिश्चयेन योक्तव्यो
yogo anirvinna chetasa
योगो निर्मन्नचेतसा
sankalpa prabhavan kamam
सङ्कल्पो प्रभवान् कामं
tyaktva sarvad asheshata
त्यक्त्वा सर्वान् शेषता
manas manasvaindriyagramam
मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं
viniyamya samantata
विनियम्य समन्तता
sanishchayena yoktavyo
सनिश्चयेन योक्तव्यो
yogo anirvinna chetasa
योगो निर्विण्णचेतसा
sankalpa prabhavan kamam
सङ्कल्पो
प्रभवान् कामं
manasaiva indriyagramam
मनसैव इन्द्रियग्रामं
viniyamya samantata.
विनियम्य समन्ततः
Please chant.
सनिश्चयेन योक्तव्यो योगो निर्विण्णचेतसा सङ्कल्पप्रभवान् कामांस् त्यक्त्वा सर्वान् अशेषतः मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं विनियम्य समन्ततः.
Okay, so translation and purport. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, not be deviated from the path. One should abandon without exception all material desires born of mental speculation and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind. Purport. The yoga practitioner should be determined and should patiently prosecute the practice without deviation. One should be sure of success at the end and pursue this course with great perseverance and not becoming discouraged if there is any delay in attainment of success. Success is sure for rigid practice. Regarding Bhakti Yoga, Rupa Goswami said, Utsahan Nishchaya Dhairya Tat Karma Pravartanat Sangatyagat Sato Vritte Sadbir Bhaktim Prasidyati. One can execute the process of Bhakti Yoga successfully with full hearted enthusiasm, perseverance, and determination by following the prescribed duties in association of devotees and by engaging completely in the activities of goodness. Upadeshamrut 3. As for determination, one should follow the example of sparrow who lost her eggs in the waves of ocean. A sparrow laid her eggs on the shore of the ocean, but the big ocean carried away the eggs on its waves. The sparrow became very upset and asked the ocean to return her eggs. The ocean did not even consider her appeal, so the sparrow decided to dry up the ocean. She began to pick out the water in her small beak, and everyone laughed at her for her impossible determination. The news of her activity spread, and at last Garuda, the gigantic bird carrier of Lord Vishnu, heard it. He became compassionate towards his small sister bird, and so he came to see the sparrow. Garuda was very pleased by the determination of small sparrow, and he promised to help. Thus, Garuda at once asked the ocean to return her eggs, lest he himself take up the work of the sparrow. The ocean was frightened at this and returned the eggs. The sparrow became happy by the grace of Garuda. Similarly, practice of yoga, especially bhakti yoga in Krishna consciousness, may appear to be very difficult job. But if anyone follows the principles with great determination, the Lord will surely help. For Lord help those who help themselves. So yesterday's verse, Krishna actually explained the last three verses, 3.5 verses. Krishna explained the ultimate goal of the yoga, that stopping the mind, stopping the consciousness, and then realizing oneself through Paramatma and surrendering oneself to the spiritual realm. And Krishna also explained that this is the actual end of the all material miseries. So it's a very big statement, right? So if you reach that state, then all the miseries are gone. Now Krishna is telling how we should attain that stage. Because in the yesterday's purport, we saw Srila Prabhupada also wrote that if that stage is not attained, then the yoga is not successful. The Ashtanga yoga also, Dhyana yoga also. So now Krishna is giving the directions or instructions how we can achieve that stage. So here Krishna is use the word nishchayena. So nishchaya means a completely firm, a decided thing. Yoktavyo, practice. And anirvinna chetasa, without deviation. Sankalpa, the mental things. Prabhavan kamams, the material desires. What should be the material desires? Takta sarvan asheshata. Give up all the material desires without anything remaining. So this is the formula Krishna is giving. And one more very uh, hopeful or a good information for us is that Krishna understands that it is not possible to attain this stage of yoga easily. And when a person or a yogi who is trying to do this, he is going to get disturbed or sometimes go away from the right path. So Krishna is assuming, Krishna is telling that yeah, it's going to happen. So he is giving us the solution also. So we should have the faith with firm determination and practice. Right? Then these are the three qualities: faith, patience, and determination. You can also see when you have determination, then we have enthusiasm. So these three qualities, right? Enthusiasm, faith, and patience are very important. And with these three qualities, we have to keep practicing the yoga. Of course, the mind will disturb us. Every time mind disturbs us, it takes us away. We have to bring it back. Hmm. And Krishna is telling that all the material desires, whatever it is, are born of the mental speculation. So the material desires are not coming from outside, but that those are coming from inside. We are creating that, right? So Krishna is telling that you should control this. You should give up all those desires. Mm. And from all the sides of you try to control the mind. So this verse is very helpful for us also in our daily spiritual practice, whatever we are doing. Because when we do this spiritual practice, we also face these challenges. We are not able to focus, we are not able to pay attention, or our attention is distracted by the surroundings, by the desires that are coming out, coming inside us. By all these activities, we get disturbed. And when we get disturbed, mind takes us away from our real sadhana. And so we may complete that day's sadhana whatever we decided, but it's not with full attention. But somehow we complete that. But Krishna is saying that if some these such things happens, you have to bring it back. Uh, bring the back under the control, mind under the control. It will go away, but you bring it back. It will go away, you bring it back. And this trying to bring it under the control continuously itself is our um, interest or surrender to the bhakti that okay, I'm trying to do, I'm failing, but I'm trying to do, I'm failing, but I'm trying to do. And this is what Krishna sees, how much efforts you are taking. So the example given of the sparrow is it's not important how much is done, but the determination. The sparrow, though the sparrow knew that this is an impossible task, but she was determined. So she got the help, right? So determination with enthusiasm actually helps. And that is what Krishna is saying, that are you really determined in what you have to do? And Srila Prabhupada actually is the live example of this. Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he was so determined that he wanted to preach to the whole world, not only India, but spread this uh, necessity of spirituality all over the world. He was so determined that at the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada took the risk to go to America. And because of Srila Prabhupada's determination to spread this mission, though he faced so many problems, at last Srila Prabhupada was, but Krishna always kept helping him somehow or other by sending the people, uh, and by sending the people to help him by providing space, money, everything. So, because of his Srila Prabhupada's determination to preach, got the success. So similarly, all other devotees also in ISKCON, we see then when they first joined with Srila Prabhupada, they went to different cities and they tried to create. And all these devotees were so much determined to help Prabhupada and spread this. Finally, they got the success. And if you hear the lectures or their experiences, we can understand that it was not an easy journey for any one of them. They went through so much hardships, but ultimately they succeeded. So, determination, enthusiasm is required, and in all, even if we face so many problems, our faith should be fixed. Mm. And then success is guaranteed. So this actually is not for the only big projects. This is also for our daily sadhana. Our daily chanting itself is a big project. Or our this daily reading of Bhagavad Gita is also a big thing. We have to be determined to every day 9:30 in the night. We have to sit for 20-25 minutes and listen. It also needs determination, but whatever efforts we are taking, we all are taking, sitting together, reading, trying to understand. This Krishna is checking this, so this will get the results. We will know how. We don't know how, but it will be everything is going to come back. So we have to use this shloka. So this is one of the shloka from the Bhagavad Gita that actually gives instruction for our not only this yoga but for our daily practice of sadhanas, and not only sadhana, in any aspect of our life we can apply this principle, that if we think that we are lagging somewhere, the determination has to be there and the mind has to be controlled in the positive spirit, and all the material desires that they actually come from our inside by our mental thinking. So we have to stop that, and we have to keep trying, and this trying will give us success. So Krishna will give more guidance to Arjuna and to all of us how we can achieve that stage where we can really connect with the spiritual uh, realizations. So that we will continue to see from continue tomorrow also. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anybody wants to have any comments, any additions? Any suggestions? Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Ram Navami, appearance day of Lord Ram. So if we have evening program in temple, if you all can make, please come to temple. Of course, by taking care because virus is also there. So please take care, and if it's possible, come. Otherwise, it's okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.